Hello and welcome to the Keep It Rolling show, which is brought to you by the Aurora Public Library District Foundation. I'm your host, Jeannie Mayer, and today I have with me Jessica Cantarero from the Aurora Public Library District. Hello, Jessica. So glad you could join us this morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you. It's great to have you. Jessica, can you please tell us a little about your role and what you do for the Aurora Public Library District?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to. So I am the Outreach Services Manager, which means I'm responsible for overseeing the operation of our Bookmobile, as well as services for residents who cannot visit the library locations for a variety of reasons. So this would include visits to retirement communities, in addition to coordinating home delivery services. I have the honor of leading a very hardworking team of 7 individuals who care very deeply about removing barriers for Aurora residents and just providing library services wherever we're needed in this community.
Well, that sounds like an exciting and a truly rewarding job. So now our focus here on the Keep It Rolling show is to share news and updates about the Bookmobile and the new Bookmobile. What can you tell us about the project?
I'd love to share some updates about the new Bookmobile, but before we talk about that, I want to talk about our current Bookmobile. We just completed our first full week of community stops this summer, and the response has been absolutely overwhelming. We are so proud to offer 17 weekly stops. We are in multiple wards across the city, and we partnered with the Aurora Area Interfaith Food Pantry, so residents can pick up free bags of food along with library materials in one convenient location that's in their neighborhood. As far as the new Bookmobile, Matthews Specialty Vehicles is in the engineering phase. So in the coming weeks, we'll review those plans and we'll confirm that everything's in the correct place before they can begin production. And this includes lots of small details, like confirming the exact location of the bubble machine and adding a flagpole for parades. Additionally, our internal marketing team created several colorful designs for the exterior of this new Bookmobile based on the community feedback we received. So we are narrowing down those selections and we'll seek additional community input to select the final design.
Well, thank you for that update, Jessica. It sounds like we'll have a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks.
Absolutely, we are very busy.
Now, I know that the library also has a mini Bookmobile that serves the district. Can you share what that vehicle is used for?
I would love to. So our mini Bookmobile is a minivan called the Mini B affectionately. And prior to the pandemic, we traveled to 6 weekly lobby stops at retirement facilities. So what that means is we would place books, DVDs, magazines on a large cart, and we would take it to a common room in each facility, and residents could browse the cart and check out items. We also use this Mini B for homebound services. We would take materials to individuals who could not leave their homes, and we would visit with them briefly just to combat isolation. But since June of 2020, as we all know, we had to reevaluate those services due to COVID, and we ended up expanding the homebound program, and we renamed it Home Delivery Service. So we are very happy that in that first full year of operation, we delivered 4,700 items to almost 500 customers. So we saw there was a real need to remove barriers for additional residents in our community. And finally, I want to mention we use our Mini B for traveling story times at area preschools and daycares.
Wow, it sounds like the Mini B really gets around. Now, I understand that it's been in service for quite a few years. What's the condition of that vehicle, and will it need to be replaced at some point in the near future?
Well, it does need to be replaced at some point. It is a 2010 Dodge Caravan. We don't have a garage for it. It's parked outside the Santori Library in the parking lot. So it does have a considerable amount of rust due to these harsh Illinois winters that we're all familiar with. I also want to point out it's not ergonomically friendly for our staff. There is no wheelchair lift. So in order to load these heavy carts of materials, which can weigh more than 100 pounds, there is a drop down ramp that needs to be pulled down. And then staff need to push the heavy cart up the ramp, secure it in place before they close the lift gate. So it can be very difficult and unsafe for staff to be using the van in that way. So once our new Bookmobile arrives, and we see how customers use the new Bookmobile, we can assess whether we need a similar minivan just for delivery purposes and transporting staff to various outreach events, or if maybe we need a larger van that can accommodate some onboard browsing.
Well, that sounds like a really worthwhile project, Jessica. Now, if any of our viewers are interested in learning more or offering support, where should they go for information on how to help?
I would love to share that information with you. A great place to get information is the Aurora Public Library District Foundation's website, and you can find that at www.aplfoundationil.org. And from there, you can get the latest news, updates, and even make a secure donation.
Well, thank you, Jessica, for taking time of your busy schedule to share what is happening at the library. And I would like to thank all of you for watching the Keep It Rolling show.